Hey, welcome to UK Wildcrafts. This is Fat Hen, Chenopodium album, a good native UK edible. This time of year, in autumn, we're after the highly nutritious seeds. In autumn, most of its foliage will have died back, making it quite difficult to ID. So it's best to find a patch of it in spring or summer to identify it then, and then come back to collect the seeds in autumn. If you're not sure how to correctly identify fat hen, then check out my video Late Summer Foraging. I'll leave the link in the description, or you can click on the card in the top corner of your screen. Fat hen, Chenopodium album, is very closely related to Chenopodium quinoa, where you get the grain quinoa from, which is native to South America. The seeds are fairly similar, though the fat hen seeds are a fair bit smaller. Now, up until fairly recently, fat hen seeds were quite an important grain in Europe. In archaeological dig sites, it's been found to have been used by the Vikings, and even as far back as Stone Age, so a very important grain in history. They're very high in protein, calcium, phosphorus and potassium. So to harvest, just run your thumb and finger the length of the seed spike, removing the seed and the chaff. And then if you just break it up a bit, separate the seed from the chaff, and then because the chaff is a bit lighter than the seed, the wind can just blow it away, and then you'll see you're left with the tiny black seeds, and that is what we use. So you want to collect up quite a lot, because you'll find the seeds are very small, and this will mostly be chaff. The chaff is the papery protective layer of the seeds, which you want to remove. So you want to do this on a nice dry day, and this is the first dry day I've had for about 3 weeks. So this is why I'm doing it today, and you want to do it towards sort of like the end of October, early November is the best time to be collecting these seeds. And you want to do it on a day that's not too windy. You just want a light breeze to do this, because we're going to winnow the seeds next. It's a very windy day today, so I've moved to somewhere a bit more sheltered. Now what winnowing is removing the chaff from the seeds by using wind. So I've got myself 2 bowls here, and I'm just going to empty my seeds and chaff into one of the bowls. That's probably from about 5 minutes of collecting, so you get a fair amount quite quickly. And next you want to, just with your hand, break up the chaff and the seeds, and you'll see already the wind blowing away some of the lighter chaff. And now next up, this is why you want to do it on a day that's not too windy. You're just going to drop the seeds from one bowl into the next, and the wind will blow away some of the chaff, but the heavier seeds will fall into the bowl. It will take quite a few turns to do this, and if it's too windy, it'll blow the seeds away as well. So just keep repeating this process for a few minutes. There we go. I probably spent about 3 minutes winnowing that, and that's quite a good amount of seeds I got there. When I get home I'll just go through it because there's a few other bits of detritus in there, a few bits of twig and probably a few bugs as well. But for 10 minutes or so work, that's quite a good amount of seeds there. Like you would with lentils, it's a good idea to soak the seeds in water. They've got a very small amount of saponins in them, so it's a good idea to leach those out. So I'll leave those for about 20 minutes to half an hour and then drain the water off. In the same way you cook rice, just put them into cold water. And bring them to the boil. It's good to use as a healthy side dish, so I'm just going to saute some shallot, and I've got some Alexander shoots and some dandelion. When they're ready, they should swell up a little bit, and they should crack a bit like normal quinoa does when it's cooked. The shells kind of crack. And it's taken about between 15 and 20 minutes. So when they're ready, just drain them off. So I'll just mix them in here with the shallots. And my greens. You can also add in maybe a bit of butter, some seasoning. That's up to you really. And then just give that about another minute on a low temperature. I'd use this as a side dish for anything really. Go with fish or chicken, or just with some other roasted wild vegetables. I like anything that kind of takes me back to basics, and you can imagine back in the Stone Age they'd probably eat fairly similar things to this. You can also grind down the fat hen seeds, add them into flour for baking.